All right, so welcome to lesson number one. In this lesson, we're going to go through a couple of the main setup points of getting WordPress in place. And the first one, of course, is buying a domain name. So let's go over to GoDaddy and pick out a good domain name. I'm going to show you a couple of things a little bit different today about buying a domain name. I'm going to do something a little different in that I want you to be thinking about search engine optimization from the get-go. Often, if you're buying a domain name, that's not a consideration. But if you're going to buy a domain name and use it for a website, it's a good idea to do a little keyword research while you're looking for domain names. So I'll show you exactly what I mean here in just a second. So let's go ahead and jump over to GoDaddy. Okay, so here we are at GoDaddy. Now, GoDaddy is a great place to buy domain names. You can buy them at many other places. There's Namecheap. I believe you can buy them just about any hosting service will probably provide them for you. So what I'm going to do is use GoDaddy because that's where most of my purchases are made, so I want to keep within that. What I want to show you first of all is that my niche in this particular case is entrepreneurship. And the market I'm going to go after, my specific niche, is going to be business owners. I'm going to be trying to find products and services that I can offer business owners to help their brick and mortar business. So it's a little bit outside of the internet marketing entrepreneurship. This is going to be for folks that have a business and are hoping to make improvements. I know they're very passionate about their business. So I'm going to use that as an example today and throughout the rest of this course, just so that you have a bearing of what exactly I'm doing and the logic behind this. So with that, let's go back into GoDaddy. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm looking for a good domain name. Now, one of the things you have to think about before you buy your domain name, if it's for a website, is the potential for search engine traffic. And how that works is Google puts a lot of weight on different factors of a website. And one of the things that they weigh very heavily is the domain name and the words that are within that domain name. Often you can rank a website because you've got a long-tailed keyword, meaning it's got more than two or three words in it. And if you've got a domain name that has specific keywords in that long tail, it's certainly going to help you rank. And then when you start adding pages and posts that also have keywords, every little bit, every little piece weighs into the search engines, and the more your pages comply with those search engines algorithm, the more likely it is to get your pages ranked in the top of the search engine. So I want to start right now by going into the keyword planner inside of Google. And this is a good place for us to start. Now, you may have to get an account. You're going to have at least have a Gmail account. Usually can set up for an AdWords account and just get set up. You don't have to do anything more than, I think, register a credit card. You don't actually have to charge anything. So if you never use it, it's still a good idea to have an AdWords account just for the tools that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and search for something in here. So again, I'm looking for people that are going to be looking to improve their business. So I know that local is a good word. Advertising, marketing, those are going to be terms that anyone that has a business is going to be searching online for. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some idea. And I'm going to say local advertising. And I want to start with that as my base. And I'm also going to say, let's use a couple other words. Oh, I guess I need to spell that right. Let's use local business. Local marketing. And once more, I'm just using this to get some ideas of what kind of keywords are being used out there in the search engines so that I can perhaps find something that has what I'm looking for here is a fair amount of monthly traffic and not very much competition. Now, it may not necessarily be a long-tailed keyword phrase, but as long as I've got some good keywords in place, there's a great chance or a better chance for these pages to rank. Maybe not the home page, but if one of the posts or pages rank, that's pretty good. So let's take a look at this. There's quite a few. We're going to look at business advertising, advertising business. We can see how much traffic there is. Advertise your business. Where to advertise your business. Advertising for business. So you can see these are different keywords that people have used. Business to business advertising. Now, I don't want to have my name usually more than 3 words long. And I don't expect that I'm going to rank for any of these. Most of these have probably been taken. Let's take a quick look. Advertise your business. Let's see if that's going to be a domain name I can pick up over in GoDaddy. My guess is not, but it might give us an idea. All right, so that's been taken, but I can see advertise.yourbusiness, advertiseyourbusiness.company. Now, I am going to recommend that we stay within .com because that is really what most people look for, but I do like to go through in some of these and see if maybe they've come up with an idea that I haven't considered. So let's try market your business. Google's smart. They also understand that there might be synonyms, and if you've got those synonyms, market your .business is also taken. All right, let's go back over to Google again and see if there might be some other terms. Let's go back, look at some of the other online advertising. Let's see what those terms might be. All right, online business advertising. So let's take a look at that. Now, one of the things that I look at, traffic is good, but I also understand that if I had to pay for that keyword, this is how much I'd have to pay on average. That's pretty high. So if I can find a term that is a kind of high suggested bid, I still look at that as a win, because a lot of weight comes to those keywords, even if it's not an exact phrase. So let's go back here and see if that might be available. That one's taken. Go through .info.net. Online company advertising. That's not horrible. I'm going to go back. Whoops. Let's go back into our keyword planner. Online display advertising. Advertising business online. Online advertising company. So this is someone that might be actually looking for someone that can help them with their marketing. So we'll go back over to GoDaddy. All right, that one's taken. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to actually go ahead and do a little research here myself and see if I can come up with a decent name. And I just want you to see how the process is and what I'm doing and why I'm looking for certain keywords and how I'm going about looking for them. So I'm going to go back into keywords and keep looking until I find something that kind of fits the bill, and I'll pop back up as soon as I find one. Okay, so I picked out a domain name. Let me show what I found out here. Again, I'm going to go with company website advertising. And the reason I'm going to go back into the keyword research to show you exactly how I find it and what I was looking for, why it shows this one specifically. But one of the things I do like is it tells people exactly what my business does. It helps them with their website advertising, and it's specifically for companies. So I went into here, and again, after I went through my search, I go through this, and a lot of times what I'm looking for is where I'm going to see a fair amount of monthly traffic. And I came down to here where it says website advertising, and kind of scrolled through what was here. And I want to know that I'm going to be able to put website advertising somewhere in my domain name, because I'm going to be able to use all of these as keywords for different pages and such. And if people are searching for any of these terms, there's a good chance I might be able to show up if I've got a page or a post that has these longer tail keywords in them. And this, again, just part of the strategy. And as also I want to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a look now at what happens if I just take company website. I want to see how many people are searching for that too, just to see if there's a fair amount of traffic coming from those two keywords or any combination from. All right, so you've got still a lot of the same one. Corporate website, a lot of people going through there. Web services, company site. All right, business web. So as you can see, there's a fair amount of traffic here too. So to me, this looks like it's got a good chance for both SEO as well as it tells the story about what my website is and what my services will and my products and things like that. And so I'm going to go ahead and pick this one and just go ahead and buy it and continue over to the cart. And let me pause this while I go ahead and pick it up. Okay, there we go. Looks like the order is complete. We are ready to go ahead to the next step.